Calibur, Tekken 7.
I always forget Soul Calibur.
Yeah.
Tekken 7 is a game that I've been interested in, but not interested enough to make the jump. It also seems,
same.
especially after Brett covered it, it is definitely a way too hardcore of a game. Like I'm
it's pretty
absolutely terrified to play Tekken. Like that.
Yeah.
That is not a tournament that I will be entering if I visit Japan.
I got Rivals of Aether, which is just indie Smash, basically. I got Melty Blood in here.
Oh,
Actress again, current code.
Yeah, well, that's just the main PC version.
Gotcha.
All the previous different, let's say, subtitles or whatever are the PS2 version.
Gotcha. King of Fighters 15.
Ooh, that's some real old classic stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that I have King of Fighters 97, 98 on my account. Which I still can't believe that King of Fighters is a thing in Mexico.
It's very much a thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I still can't believe that. Like, it's just mind-boggling to me. How? Why? Just that the fact that some fighting games are significantly more regional than others. It makes sense between, say, Asia and not Asia.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like flabbergasted that, like, yeah, just Mexico as a whole seems to have adopted King of Fighters.
In Mexico, just like a lot of like places would just like get like little arcade machines just to keep kids busy and to earn some money. So like there'd be like a lot of like really bootleg little machines like everywhere, like the laundromat, the grocery store, the freaking pet stores, just like everywhere. Just like, you could drive down. Yeah, you could drive down like the middle of like a dusty farmland area in Mexico, and like in like the like little pharmacies, like mom and pop pharmacies, there will be like little like plywood arcade cabinets that have like King of Fighters.
Well, I guess the thing that is mind-boggling to me is, of all things, like, it wasn't Street Fighter 3, it wasn't some obscure platformer, it wasn't Super Mario, it wasn't Donkey Kong Jr., it was King of Fighters.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know, that's the part that I'm just really like, what?
That would be a really interesting video essay to try to make, just like the history of Latin America's relationship with King of Fighters and how it started and why.
In general, one thing that I've thought about that I was really interested in is like the geographical history of like arcades.
Mm-hmm.
Like, obviously, from my statement of like, yes, I went to Japan, my main activity was just looking for cabinets, and the fact that I have visited many arcades in wide land of Canada. I obviously have like strong opinions, let's say, and I've definitely thought about the interesting idea of like just doing research and just a short write-up or something on like going really local and just trying to like interview people and try to piece together is like, okay, the eastern parts of Canada had these cabinets mostly. These ones were kind of popular, and what existed in roughly what decades, you know?
Yeah.
It's not like I'm gonna get hyper details like this place had these cabinets between these years, between these months. But like you're saying, like doing sort of a study in just like a whole like 4 chapters of this idea would just probably be Latin America, and then just figure out what the hell are the Europeans doing.
Yeah. So far, no luck on the shiny Reggie.
Yeah, good luck with that.
It'll happen eventually. I mean, the odds are better than most Pokemon games.
It's true. Still just seems kind of a hurdle. An obstacle to overcome.
Mm-hmm. The way I see it, it's like my options are either do this now or do it later on a game with harder odds. But I could just also do this in Sword instead. So I think I'm probably going to do that.
That's fair.
So let's just catch this Registeel.
Sorry, Master Ball on a Registeel?
Nah, I'm actually going to try to catch it. That's the fun with legendaries.
True. Also, did you see the ship post I sent you? This is why, if you ever get in, heads up, I'm a kind person, but if you ever meet someone and tell you, yeah, I play anime fighters, the comic I sent you is a fair warning. You have been warned.
Gotcha. And I haven't played any of the BlazBlue that I have right now, so I'm still...
Right. You're still clean. That's okay. I can help you with that. Yeah, no, it's funny because it is one of these anime fighting communities. Is just one of these communities that is so polarized, but in a sort of like, haha, it's all funny and jokes, and then maybe not, but probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally all jokes. But it's definitely very, very polarizing. Most of the time it's just a meme, but it's funny.
Hey, Gatmac Epic, how's it going?
Sorry, what?
Someone popped into my chat. I'm still streaming.
Oh shit! All this. Oh my god! Everything's on. Oh no! How did this happen?
All those racial slurs now. Your career has ended.
All 0 of them.
Yep.
I did say the word "fuck" once though, which technically
that's true.
That's gonna screw me over.
Hey Blair. Blair's actually looking for the adventure friends, so I'm gonna hop over and do that. With Reggie Drago? I haven't gotten yet. I've just started this. I've unlocked the notes, but yeah, I haven't caught any Reggies yet. So if I'm required to have Reggie Drago for your blessings, then unfortunately I cannot receive them yet. I'm playing Shield. Also, if you want, I'm in a call on my Discord. If you want the option of voice chat, I just have to.
That's where I'm vibing.
Yeah. Just have to create an invite and remember how to do that. I did it once and then.
I'm sure there's some sort of button somewhere to do the thing.
Definitely. Notification settings, edit channel, invite people. Ah, it's the option in blue. There, I just sent it directly. There are exclusives between them? I mean, I can... If you really want, I could speed run through the opening of Sword and then get to here. What a Reggie Drago? Yeah, that's fine with me. What would you wanna? What would you like for a trade gat, Matt? Gotcha. I see you. Also, yeah, you can post in rules. I'll have to fix that then.
One day.
Hang on, let me. There, you should be able to see the voice chat now. Yo.
Ahoy.
Ahoy.
Pick anything, doesn't have to be good. Where'd I put it? Oh, I don't have them with me right now. Here, I'll do this then. Where'd I put home?
Oh my god, you got some games.
I do.
God damn. How big is your micro SD card?
It's 256 and it's almost full. I'm actually planning on ordering another one.
Okay.
Upgrade to the 1 terabyte, baby.
I've seriously been looking at it, but they're like 250.
So is your Switch modded, or do you just like dump money into Nintendo's pocket?
Yeah, I'm definitely a Nintendo simp.
Well, I guess.
Simptendo.
I didn't notice that it was you until like you start the second sentence you said. I was like, man, this guy really sounds like Blair, but just like more quiet.
Yeah. Not so attentive.
I also got this physical. 3D All-Stars. It works out because my brother also has a Switch, so that's how I justified $120 for 3 old games.
Oh my gosh. So you've got Pokemon Shield and Sword. Excellent.
Yep. I got a brother, so I have the excuse of buying him the other Pokemon version and then borrowing it whenever he doesn't play Pokemon, which is 99% of his life.
Yeah. Anytime after the initial couple weeks or whatever.
Well, he hasn't even gotten there yet. He wants to play through them in order, and he's still working on Black, which is the first game that he got.
Sad. Black's a really good one.
I think he got stuck on Alessa's gym because he didn't have any rock Pokemon to take care of Emolga.
That's probably the last Pokemon game where a person could even get stuck.
Yeah.
It really started the hand-holding on the 3DS.
I miss the old days where, you know, you actually had a decent chance of soft-locking yourself.
Yes, agreed.
They really tried to stop that, though. Like, even in the original games, like, they really put in the effort to stop you from soft-locking. It's like you can't release Pokemon if, like, they're your only HM slave. All sorts of things. Like, there were still ways, but in the next game it'd be patched.
Yeah. Well, I say soft lock when what I actually mean is just a perilous situation, not like a true soft lock.
Oh, you mean where like your odds are pretty garbage.
You're stuck in a zone, and you have to like you did it like a mistake, and you started like a quest line or went down a route that like you probably shouldn't have, and for some reason turning back isn't an option or whatever. And so it's like, yeah, technically this is a valid route. It's just you weren't prepared for it. Now you're stuck in the cave.
I miss the days of being like 6 years old and trying to go through the dark cave
Wait.
without Flash because I don't know how to get Flash with my
Yeah. Actually,
Pidgeotto.
save the changes.
Coming out with a Pidgeot and then dying to the last trainer before the Pokemon Center. That's like outside of the cave. I'll never forget that experience. I was so pissed.
So, Gatmat, when you're ready, just make a link code, and I'll trade you over a Jirachi since I can just I can basically print them since I have the Coliseum bonus disc.
Oh my god, man. You still have that stuff? Dang.
My original copy I bought from a school friend, and then my house got broken into and it got stolen. But like 4 or 5 years later, I went to a GameStop and they had a copy of Pokemon Coliseum, and the person at the desk is like, "Oh, that comes with a bonus disc. Let me go get it for you." It's like, "Oh, okay," not really knowing what it did at the time because I was still fairly young, and I was like, "Oh, I can just print Jirachi now."
Now, with the internet being something that everyone knows how to use, it's hard to find good deals and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I sold my Super Nintendo, GameCube, and my N64 all for like an embarrassingly low amount because I didn't know value of money.
It really be like
I
that
think
sometimes.
it was like $40 for like my N64 and like all 4 or 6 of its games, whichever it was.
It's a fairly decent price if you're like selling it in Japan. Because
I drove like 3 hours to get it.
Wow.
Or 2 hours to get it.
I mean, for that kind of deal, like it makes sense.
Well, there's just not a whole lot to do here anyway, so fun. Oh, there's a Dragonair here? Okay. I can't get Dragonair in my version of the game.
I'm not here to judge, my dude.
Yeah. There's a bunch of stuff I have to do to complete my Pokedex, and it's all like trade related or Pokemon Sword related, and I'm just like,
I have a full Pokedex, minus Campground Tundra, so I can just breed you whatever you need.
oh well. Yeah, all I need is like a Clauncher and like a Dratini, and I think I'm good.
Gotcha.
And then everything else is like trade to evolve stuff.
Yeah. There you go. Many thanks, Gatmac. Appreciate it.
Let's see your team.
Well, this is just what I had to try to catch Registeel. My Gallade's just Swords Dance, Psycho Cut, False Swipe, Hypnosis. The Runerigus is for a Trick Room team. SushX.com. I'm good, my dude. I don't need a Gmax Butterfree. I got a few. I actually have a Gmax Butterfree of each ability. And also I can just soup stuff up if I want more Gmax Mons. I also don't really have much to trade in here other than I guess like these, but like they have a bit of sentimental value since I played through the game with those. Yeah, see, I have plenty of Gmaxes. These are all Milceries that I'm gonna evolve into different versions to try to collect every Gmax.
Oh, the next question is: have you completed your Curry Dex?
No. I'm not that dedicated yet. I haven't run out of that much to do in this game yet. So yeah, thanks again, Gatmac. Let's see.
And then Did you play a lot of Pokemon Coliseum and XD? I
I
really like.
actually completed Pokemon Coliseum just 2 or 3 days ago. I
Nice.
fully raised and EV trained a team for the first time in Pokemon Sapphire, and took on the battle, the mountain battle with that. And I just got a reviewer copy of Pokemon XD a couple days ago.
I have a lot of fond memories of Pokemon Coliseum and going up the tower.
Yeah.
And just playing the game in general. It was good. I liked it.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I definitely don't regret spending the time to complete it. Let me see. Where's my? Yeah, here's my main battle teams.
Okay.
Yeah, I got. This is a doubles team that uses Alcremie Decorate with Moxie Gyarados. Just Dynamax first turn, Airstream for speed, Decorate, Choice Scarf Decorate. We got Sprinkles here for Follow Me, Ferrothorn for Rocks, Grimmar for Thunder Wave and Tricking Lagging Tail onto stuff like Excadrill, and then Fake Out Nuzzle, Faint Encore for Raichu. So it's basically just like all support for Gyarados. None of these are in teams, or these are in teams. I got Weakness Policy, Cosmic Power, Clefable.
I don't really play competitive that much. I tried it like 8 years ago, and I was just like a little too extreme for me. But
yeah,
I watch some videos once in a while, and I'm like, oh, this is cool.
It takes a while, and then like it can. Some of the strategies can get really wacky. I especially appreciated the Generation 7 games because the Z moves gave a lot of weird effects. And then I, of course, have my 4 Ludicolo team.
Was this before or after playing Coliseum?
After Coliseum. This is definitely my Mirror B team. I have had this team since Generation 6 I made this team. So,
yeah, Mirror Beam's team is such a meme.
Yeah, both of them. Both of the themes. Normally I would have Almaldo and Dragonite for Hurricane, Swift Swim on Armaldo. But they just got added, so I can actually complete that team.
I'm just not having Dragonite. I said I miss having a Dragonite.
Yeah, well, he's back now.
When I was a kid, I had a shiny and didn't even realize it.
Oh, nice.
Like, I played it on Pokemon...
Wait, what was the shiny?
The N64 game for Pokemon Stadium. I remember having, like, a dozen Dragonites, and one of them was a slightly different shade than the others. I think this was when, like... Maybe I'm just mistaken, but I remember one Dragonite just being a slightly different shade. This was before they made it green, I think. It was like a lighter tinge of yellow or something.
Yeah, I believe you're right. Yeah, early gens it was slightly different.
And I was like, that's weird.
The first Pokemon Stadium was before shiny Pokemon were really a thing. So they would change different colors depending on different quirks on the nicknames, and I think possibly on like the individual values of the Pokemon. In Pokemon Stadium 2, they also did that as well, so you can get like differently colored Pokemon, but that weren't shiny.
Okay, they're not. It's like a different system altogether.
Mm-hmm. It was just something that the developers decided to add to.
General were pretty whack with their systems.
Yeah. This is something they did to just sort of like differentiate Pokemon from each other. Okay,
like,
so
Gen 1 in general is like so jank. It's like some moves just didn't work, or like using a full heal would remove your stat buffs. Like there's so many weird things, and then the shared special stat, which made like special attack Pokemon like really good.
Yeah, it was definitely a different time. Okay, so I'm here at the den.
I'm just catching the Den Pokemon now.
Gotcha.
Tapu Lele. Yeah, I gotta say though, Gen 7 was probably my least favorite generation.
Hmm. I definitely understand that.
Before that was Gen 6. And then before that is honestly probably Gen 5. So, like, who knows with time which one it'll be. But the aesthetic
Yeah.
of the aesthetic wasn't as pleasing as all the other generations did, in my opinion.
I feel
And that is like a big thing for me.
Alright, I think it's time for me to hit the road.
Gotcha, my dude.
The road jack. I actually just took a Dragonair instead of the Legendary.
Yeah.
Alright, so... Yeah, screw to Tapu Lele. I don't care.
Yeah, I only
Okay,
picked
so...
the shinies.
Probably, if you have something, I'd rather play with whatever you have, because there's a good chance it'll be an exclusive.
I got Circuitry. I'm in Shield right now, so...
Okay, well, I haven't done that one. That sounds like an Ultra Beast, so let's do that.
Yep. Okay, invite others. Wait. Let me set up a code.
So once you set up the code, can you open it to others afterwards? Or do we have to play with the NPCs?
I'm actually not sure. If that's the case, I think you're on my friends list.
Alright, do you have a code?
Okay, let me... Yeah, let's try the code then. Mash too quick and then it doesn't give you the option. Okay, I just...
I just say though, making competitive Pokemon have never been easier. I don't think.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so the code's gonna be in the Pokemon channel.
Okay.
That's a bit. Let's see.
1258963. We have the same code. Maybe I did this wrong.
Okay, try it now.
I can't see your screen on stream, but I put in that code. Like,
Okay.
I clicked the start button, and that's what I've got. 1258963. Are you connected to the internet?
Oh, probably not, because I just went into home. Derp. Wait, but I... No, I am. That's odd.
How does one do this?
Let's see, link code. Yes. Invite others.
I'll do the same.
Okay,
Are you
there we go.
Giovanni?
Yes.
Okay. Interesting. So, I take it no one else can join then.
Probably not unless they see the code. And I think you're the only one on the stream right now, so...
Alright, well.
Yeah,
I guess we'll take our luck with the
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 AI.
NPCs. Sometimes they'll just be like, heal ability, nothing to heal. Or
Yeah.
follow me, and it's like, you don't need to be following me right now, bro. It's fine.
It's gonna be circuitry, so hopefully something.
Yeah, what's the typing on that?
It's electric.
Electric?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, none of these stand out as being amazing, so I guess we'll just take Copper Jaw.
Yeah. And then all weak to electric. Nice. And Dunsparce.
Right, we just
Okay.
always go for the good typing here. That rock type, is that... What is that rock type? Oh, that's the water rock.
That's Auroras. It's a ice rock. The electric type, I think, is more Pico? I can't tell.
Well, I mean, which way do we want to go? Left?
Time's up. Left it is then.
There's a dragon later down the line, which at least will give
Resist, yeah.
There's another rock type on the far right, but I think too late for that.
Yeah. Just needed like 5 more seconds and I think it would have been a good time. Let's go for the max knuckle. Squad weak.
Ooh, purple eyes.
Yeah.
Poggers. Yeah, I really like the customization that they introduced in Gen 6.
Mm-hmm.
In this game, I don't know if it's better, but it's definitely good. I like it.
Yeah, definitely more options, which tends to be better.
Although, one thing that I wish they'd bring back is, I don't know if it's I think it's Gen 4, the Pokeball customization.
Yeah, the little seals, the stickers.
But yeah, because you could customize the animations that happen when it's thrown and all sorts of cool stuff.
I play with that.
Also, are you aware of the shiny chances on this? It's 1 in 100 if you have shiny charm. So
yeah.
Since you play 4 Pokemon per den, it's 1 in 25 per run, assuming you beat everything.
Yeah, those are pretty great odds. Which is why I'm excited to try shiny hunting for everything.
Yeah. On paper, it's great odds, but it takes forever to go through one thing.
Yeah.
At least with the other normal method, you can actually choose what you're hunting.
Yeah, that's true.
We're against pure electric, right? So not really anything I want here. Wait, actually keep the status?
Yeah, you do, and the damage.
Damage I know, but
yeah. Okay, so that's a Pangoro, and the right I can't tell.
Well,
the right could
left
another
for
rock.
sure I can feel.
Yeah.
If we go right, if we go right, we can go for the rock.
That's true.
Oh fuck.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, the backpacker gives held items, I think?
No.
Yeah.
Let's see. Did not get very good items here.
Yeah. I guess I'll take the weakness policy.
Yeah, I'm getting bright powder.
You never know.
You never know, might save you. That's another thing about Gen 1, is that every move has a 1 in 256 chance of missing or something.
Yeah.
No matter what, there's a chance.
Mm-hmm.
I like this guy. Is this guy Gen 6er?
Yeah, Gen 6.
I've been feeling very nostalgic of Pokemon. I'm thinking maybe I should replay them all from Gen 4 onward. But I also don't want to ruin something I doubt Do you think the Diamond and Pearl remakes are gonna be a thing anytime soon?
I'm not sure. I mean, there's like a lot of hints to it in the DLC, and like the fact that like the majority of the missing Pokemon are from Sinnoh kind of makes me think that it could be a thing. But,
Interesting. I didn't notice that.
yeah.
How long? Let me check the usual release windows between like the games. Mainline. It's probably like a couple years. Like mainline games are probably like 5 to 6 years in between or something. If I had to guess.
Like between generations, yeah.
All right, Max Knuckle. One more time.
Let's see.
Let's see. Recently, Sun and Moon was 2016, and this one was 2019. I mean, that's not bad. 3 years, yeah.
Yeah.
X and Y was 2013. Wow, that feels like so long ago now.
Yeah.
I had the limited edition 3DS too, and I sold it because I was broke. Feels bad. And then before that, Black and White came out in 2010. So yeah, it's like every 3 years. About Diamond and Pearl was 4 years, but yeah, it's like 3 or 4 years between each one.
Yeah. Who knows if that might change because they were working on DLC.
True. That was, but perhaps instead of having like the third game, like Black and White 2 or you know, Emerald, maybe they just don't have one. It's just DLC instead, which I am totally fine with.
Yeah, same. I feel like that's definitely a possibility.
This guy's abilities look decent. I might as well take them.
Gotcha.
Better than keeping Copperjaw with else's. Oh man, when they introduced double battles, that was so hyped. Actually, that's what I like the most about what's it called, Emerald. Yeah. Just the amount of double battles. Like they made it optional a lot of the time.
Okay, so it's a Scyther and an Altaria. So.
Yeah, we'll probably be fine anyways, as long as they don't have any weaknesses.
Yeah,
which I haven't really been paying attention, so maybe we do.
It's just the Starmie, one of the AI I have.
Okay, well, if we're lucky he'll take this.
Yeah.
As long as we don't, he should, I think.
Yeah, he tried to get the Pangoro earlier.
Oh, okay. So Pokemon Sword and Shield, okay, they sold a lot. Yeah, Pokemon Sword and Shield sold more than the other, like, almost as much as Red and Blue. Well, no, actually, that's not true. It's the most since, like, Red and Blue.
Yeah. The accessibility with the Switch, I think, is a major factor. Because, like,
it's both the mainline and the mobile console, and it's like not at all in the same. Like, there's no handheld competitors.
That's true.
Nintendo's carved themselves a very nice niche. Something, yeah. Sinnoh, I really like the underground there too.
Yeah, that was great.
I just didn't have anyone to play with.
Same. I did it like once with someone else, and that lasted like a total of like 20 minutes.
Like, did you go to a big school or anything where a lot of people play Pokemon?
Nah, I always went to private school, and like that sort of like most of the kids there like weren't into any nerdy stuff at the time. They would be like Boy Scouts and stuff were like the majority of them. Like it's like the thing most people had in common was like Boy Scouts. And it was like a very small school, so like grades 4 through 6 were all grouped together, and it was like 30 kids.
Dang.
Yeah. So like I had a total of 3 friends that like nerdy stuff. Okay, good, they swapped.
Well, we're in the same boat then. That was pretty much what I had.
Just,
It's like one guy that was like kind of competitive. The other one was like super lazy and barely played, but he played through the main game, and then the other 1 or 2 like played for the first 2 weeks and then stopped altogether usually. So it was like basically one other person that played.
yeah.
Oh my. I did like Pokemon Ultra Sun and Moon's post game with the like Team Rocket stuff and all the team stuff. I thought that was great.
Yeah, that was really cool. The Rainbow Rocket.
Yeah, definitely. I think that's the thing I like the most about that generation.
Yeah, probably the same for me as well. I have a lot of fond memories since I did Pokemon Free-for-Alls in Gen 7.
This might have been selfish of me. I wasn't really paying attention. Probably should have let someone else do this.
Nah, it's all good. I don't really have anything for it.
Actually, what is their total number of Pokemon these days?
I think like just get over 900. Oh wow.
898 is the number I'm seeing.
Oh, okay. But we also Dunsparce was able to freeze it.
Yeah, man, I've gotten frozen like 3 times playing these, and it's so annoying.
Yeah.
Or no, actually, that was in the battle power. But yeah, getting frozen is just like the worst. At least in the, I don't like. Is there a maximum timeout on frozen?
I don't think it used to have it, but I think now it's like maximum 8 turns.
Unless you have Flame Wheel or Sacred Fire or something.
Yeah.
Or I think any fire attack that like takes over your whole body. I think there's like 1 or 2 other new abilities that might have it too. Frozen status, Smog on. Who tried? I don't know. Yes.
Shiny of this is slightly blue. So if it's shiny, I'm going to catch it in a dive ball.
When it comes to shiny, apparently you can only tell if they're shiny or not once you're on the screen where you're selecting who you want to keep.
Yeah. I think I watched a stream of it, of people just doing raids, and one of them got a shiny Amoris.
I thought it got shiny Xerneas, but actually it was just like, no, that's its normal color. It changes color in battle, and it's like, oh, excited for nothing.
So yeah, no shiny. So
Ooh, I just got the purple guy from the Sun and Moon. The one that turns into basically a gun. What's his name?
the Poiple?
Yeah. Once you get so many wins or beast, whatever, he shows up and you just get him.
That's good to know.
So I would be interested. It's very cute. Thank you. Give me Poiple. Is there any way of getting Mew outside of buying the thing for
Pokeball
Pokemon Let's
Plus? I don't think so.
Or buying them on eBay, I guess, but yeah.
Yeah. I don't think there's a method yet. Just have to wait for a distribution.
Ooh, do you have Rayquaza? Peonia just told me she found Rayquaza.
I mean, I have one of every legendary, but yeah, I'm down for a Rayquaza raid.
Okay, if you want. You have one of all of them already. Dang, dude. You're a completionist.
Yeah, definitely. So I tend to replay the Pokemon games every few years anyways, so like I start from Gen 1 all the way up until the latest game, so I just transfer all the legendaries that I catch. Like, even while... Because I recently got legitimate copies of Ruby and Emerald. So I just beat Ruby. I'm working through Emerald, and I caught all the legendaries in Ruby. Except for Latios, because I'm not going to run around in grass forever for a roaming Pokemon that I already have.
Okay, I've popped in the same code as before, 1258963.
Gotcha.
I'm trying to remember, like from Gen 2 to Gen 3, there's like no way to transfer. I know that. But is there any other hard stops? Because Gen 3 to Gen 4, there was like the Nintendo DS, have one in slot, the DS slot, the other one in the GBA slot, and you can do a transfer that way by like catching it in the Safari-like area.
Yeah.
Is there any other, like, is there a hard stop between Gen 5 Gen 6?
No. What they did there was they used the DS like download play. That's how they were able to transfer it over to 6, I think. Or no, it's the Dream Radar thing. There was like,
oh my god, Dream Radar. That is not something I've thought of in a while.
Yeah, you'd have to have the DS game in the slot while you played that digital game, and then you catch them with the camera.
That's when they was that when they introduced hidden abilities around the Dream Radar?
Gen 5 was hidden abilities, because you'd have to play Flash games on a Pokemon website to catch Pokemon with hidden abilities.
Oh my gosh. Nintendo does some weird stuff sometimes.
Yeah. Oh wait.
Okay, I've got a minute left.
I accidentally hit searching for Zergatry, so here we go. Anything's fine. God, you mash just a little too much, and then you can't go back again. Anything is fine. Yes, save. Link code. Invite others. There we go.
Alright, I'm gonna put on the kettle so I can get some oatmeal going.
Gotcha.
Oh god, I forgot I moved furniture around.
It's all good.
Okay, let's see. I'm first to pick. I've got 2 seconds left. Steel Flying. Sure.
We'll take the dragon type on.
Ooh, Vaporeon. Probably has Ice Beam or something.
I think it's only Ice Moves was Haze.
Oh. Something that I get tricked into is, like, I'm not super familiar with the past, like, generation or two's moves.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll be like, oh, is that an attack or a status move? I don't know.
Yeah. It's a Grovyle.
Holy shit, there's so many ghosts.
Yeah.
What the... Oh, well, I guess we're going right.
There's a fairy on the left.
Okay.
I think we can make it there if we just hit left on each side.
Yeah.
But I'm down to just keep my Dracoloak and
Ooh.
grab a Grovyle.
Yeah, I've
There's a
been
Swampert at the top
thinking
too.
of the Pokemon Stadium a lot lately, where I'm like, should I replay this?
Yeah.
Because it's pretty challenging, like, if you just use rentals, and, like,
Definitely.
hard to go through and actually just beat it normally, like, by using, like, a Pokemon Yellow or Gold and Silver Pokemon.
Yeah, I legitimately bought a screwdriver and replacement batteries solely to beat those games, actually. Yeah, like literally like last week.
You had to replace
like,
the watch battery in the back of the cartridge?
Yeah. I ordered them last week and it's like, oh yeah, I don't have a soldering iron. I better order that, as well. But since I live in Mexico and shipping things here is such a pain, I have to wait until I have to wait until January when I'm working again in the US. So I can get all my packages.
What do you do for work? So you live in Mexico, but you, like, go to the US for work?
Yep, I'm a tax preparer. Me and my family run a tax office.
Tax office, okay.
We basically work 13 to 14 hour days for 4 months, and then we take the rest of the 8 months off.
Boy, sounds like a good deal to me.
Yeah.
You're working, 1/3 less hours than everyone else
Yeah,
at the end of the year.
yeah, definitely. It's very helpful since my parents are very prone to traveling spontaneously.
I imagine doing taxes is probably a profitable enterprise. Working in the money, like directly with money like that, typically is a profitable enterprise.
Yeah. We also work in California, and since there's a large amount of immigrants there, and we're from Mexico, we get a lot of business from them. Since most immigrants are very concerned about, like, I don't want to do anything wrong. I want to make sure that everything's right, so I don't get.
And if you work a lot with them, you know the ins and outs of it too.
Definitely.
It's like being a lawyer. It's like you're not just a lawyer, you typically specialize.
It's all about tax law.
Thinking, what are we against again? We're against Rayquaza. I always used to call it Rayquaza, but I think I heard it called Rayquaza somewhere, so it's just like...
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense, like a Quasar. It's very space-related. Okay, so we can either go left and get the fairy type, or we can go to the right and get Grovyle.
I mean, do you want the Grovyle? We can get the Grovyle.
I can always get it later. It don't matter. Well...
Oh, apparently we're going straight.
Neither.
What is a ghost that's that big? It's
I'm actually not sure.
I like it.
I'm already fairly fast. I'll take the Focus Sash, I guess.
Yeah, I got a Shell Bell, I guess I'll take. I doubt I'll be dying though with Skarmory. He's a tanky boy.
Yeah. The button. Dusknor, maybe? Golurk? Those are only big ghosts coming to mind right now. Jellicent.
Oh crap, all these are dirt. Jellicent. Assurance, how much damage is that? 60. That's not bad. Fuck me.
It should be faster, so it should do double damage.
Not have stuff out of it. Ooh. I remember back in Gen 3, I thought Shell Bell was like the end-all, be-all item, like
Yeah,
short of.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good as well, but it's like when you really look at how much healing it does, it's just like not worth it. Well, it has a fairy move, so this might be useful. I might actually swap for it since I'm also weak to dragon.
Yeah, that'd probably be smart. We just need like one or two super effective moves. The main thing is just not dying.
Yeah. And Jelly Stunt is big bulk.
Yeah, Jelly Stunt was the Pokemon I picked up in my first playthrough. I took the male version though, but they're very endearing in how they look.
Yeah, I think I got one on my first playthrough as well.
It's like very different from Tentacruel, the other jellyfish.
Yeah, yeah.
Although Tentacruel is pretty dope too.
Mm-hmm. Definitely one of my favorites back in the day.
And like competitively viable too, like decent special defense.
Yeah, yeah. Toxic Spikes helps a lot as well.
Alright.
I was looking for a video. This video kind of like gathers up like most of the hints, if not all of them, in the DLC about the remakes.
Sorry, what about the remix? Oh, what's this? How the Crown Tundra is already confirmed.
Yeah, this guy did a video looking at all the hints about it.
The thing I like miss, maybe I don't want to say the most, but something I miss a lot about it is the mystique of the start screen.
Yeah, with the silhouettes.
Like the silhouettes and the sound it made when you click start. And like Pokemon Platinum, I find didn't have that, and that's like Pokemon Platinum is like the best version, but it doesn't have that. So like,
True.
It's like I wish you could play Pokemon Platinum, but with that start screen. Ooh, Swampert.
Yep.
Do I have one of these? Also, I noticed all these legendaries don't seem to show up on the Pokedex.
Really?
Like, maybe I'm looking in the wrong spot, but like, we don't really have a national dex, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. It's really just like the main island and then the two DLC areas.
Like, you don't have to get these legendaries to actually build the Pokedex for the region.
Yeah. I guess that kind of makes sense though, because this is like supposed to be like post.
I mean, it is super grindy. Well, I wouldn't even say it's post. Like, there's nothing stopping you from like going here. It's like you don't even have to have badges to get to this part and do this, and it's all rentals. So like, you could get here and get level 70 legendaries. Like, there's a guy that tested it; it works.
Yeah. I saw that video as well.
Very unlike Game Freak to like allow something like that. To be honest.
Yeah, it is pretty strange. It funnily enough, it does kind of like immediately make a pay-to-win option. You pay for the DLC, and then you can just beat the main story with all your legendary Pokemon.
Also notice like the battle tower, like you can just use legendary Pokemon, and I think in like Gold and Silver, like, I don't think you could use legendaries there, and I assume that was probably the case for later games too. Could be wrong on that one though.
Yeah, they do actually prevent you from using some stuff.
It's like, alright, why don't we just use Rayquaza or some other broken Uber. That's something that's funny about Gen 6. It's just like, let's give Rayquaza a Mega Evolution. It's like, the fuck are you smoking? It's like, and Mewtwo, and it's like, stop it.
You do 2 of them.
They're already in a class of their own.
Yeah.
It's kind of nice of them that they balance the game with like Fairy type, but I kind of miss Dragons and Psychic types being like these powerhouses.
Yeah.
If now it's just like, oh well, Fairies just kind of beat them. And like, there's a lot of availability of Fairy move finds. Although, I could be anecdotal on that. Yeah, that's gonna be an insta-buy for me. Although I feel like they need to get their shit together at Game Freak a bit.
Yeah. There's definitely things that are lacking.
Like, just the overall optimization of the game from what I've seen out of the other, like, Breath of the Wild, for instance.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's like, I feel like the Breath of the Wild has more things going on in the overworld, and it's handled way better performance-wise.
Yeah.
I haven't played Breath of the Wild, but from what I'm getting from other people, it seems to be like, just seems like bad shotgun work.
Yeah, a lot of with Breath of the Wild as well. It's a lot more emphasis on the art style, and there's a couple rendering tricks if I remember right. I think it's pretty heavy on culling.
Pretty heavy on what?
Culling? That's
I'm not familiar with that.
Culling is basically when things are unloaded and reloaded into the game. So basically, like, stuff that's behind Link will disappear sooner than stuff that's in front of Link.
Oh, okay.
Since you can see further out. You can see further in front of you than the stuff behind you.
I mean, usually in 3D games like that, when anything not in your vision is typically not rendered anyways.
Mm-hmm.
It renders it as like you change your view or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. The term of that is called culling.
But even then, if it has like limited graphical memory, then maybe they're also just unloading, not only not rendering it, but also removing those assets from RAM as well or something.
Yeah.
Swampert. I did this like when the game first came out, but is Swampert part of any of the Pokédexes?
You mean in like the base game? The Swampert, I'm pretty sure was just added to this DLC.
Yeah, but he's not in the Pokédex, so like this is another instance of like it's not in the Pokédex, but you can still get it.
Ah, okay.
Because like,
because technically you can only catch it on the.
Like there should be like a big missing spot in my Pokédex for all 9 of the all 9 of the starters. Like yeah.
I see what you're saying. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird that this area counts as just like a separate thing.
I mean, it kind of makes sense. So it's like completionist-wise, it's like, okay, have you got everything in this area, and then are you going to get the reward for it? But
yeah.
Why not have a national dex? Hello? Or I guess maybe if they feel like if they put the national dex in, people will think that means that all the Pokemon are now in the game.
Yeah, that's also true.
Oh, Vaporeon. Not
Yeah.
doing so well.
Dragon Ascent is pretty nasty. That's a smart move, though.
I remember playing Pokemon Emerald as a kid and leveling up Rayquaza, and you sometimes see like +6, +7 on a stat when you leveled it up. This is before I knew about EVs, and I was like, "What the? Why is this? Like, why is it getting so strong? Like, this must be a really strong Pokemon." And then,
go ahead.
Yeah, I was just saying that. Like, once I actually saw it later on, like, I probably didn't even know about, like, competitive Pokemon until, like, Gen 5 for Black and White 2 or something.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh my god, look at the stats. No wonder it's so competitively viable. It's, like, so stupid.
Yeah. I was actually... I like, fully EV trained a team for beating Coliseum. So I was using just Rayquaza to quickly EV train everything. And like once it like finally got a level off of beating like 500 Meryl, its HP level up number stat thing, it said +48. Just because it just got 252 IVs.
You got like level 70, right? So it had to be able to go up all, like, get to its max thing by the level 100.
Yeah.
What did you...
Wow, that's...
Is there anything particularly challenging in Pokemon Coliseum? I feel you, like, mind you, it's probably just because you know it's there, you want to optimize it, but like, you probably didn't need to train it.
Yeah, no, I feel like I definitely didn't need to do all that. Like, I could have just taken like a basic team that I played through and still have as easily gone through it. It might have been like slightly a challenge if I used a like in-game Pokemon. But yeah, I definitely didn't need to go as far as EV train everything. But I still enjoyed it. And like I can transfer those Pokemon into the future, so.
I think when I did, I played like, I used like legendaries though. Like, so I'd play like a Drizzle team or a Drought team or whatever, Drought team.
Yeah, Drought. I ran a Rain Dance Jolteon with Ludicolo, as well as Metagross Salamence. What were my other Cubans?
Alright, I can do one more, I think, before I'm done. Alright, let's see if she has anything good that she wants to offer me. Not really. Do you have anything available to you?
Let me check. Splav is also in the server. Now, in case
I got Thundurus and Heatran, but like neither of those are like Pokemon I'm excited to get by any means.
Gotcha.
And any sword exclusives would be good for me. Okay, he probably won't be around when I leave.
Got Kyogre.
Let me check. I might have it. Alright, so... I don't think I have Kyogre. Nope. I get Groudon. Okay. Kyogre works for me.
Alright, I'll set it up.
Yes, please.
Kyogre. Make sure not to mash A.
Your code was 1258 1633.
Okay.
Searching. Be funny if we get a bunch of Pokemon with Thunder.
Yeah.
Use it against them. You got a quick guy. Skarmory again. Well, we're probably going to be trying to fight electric type, so maybe not the best idea to pick him.
Yeah, I think I'll go for Linoon.
I hate how they give Kadabra the physical, like, attacking, psychic attack in
Yeah.
this.
See, ground, normal, water. There's a grass type. There's a Blaziken. 2 ice types
Really?
fighting and dragon.
Huh.
Either way works for grass.
Well, I guess we're going left, probably because it's the default.
Yeah, probably.
I wonder when we're going to get the legendary. Probably an event, actually. The dark grass type, that's a monkey or whatever.
Oh yeah, Zarude. It's been out in Japan for a while because it was a part of a movie promotion, but the movie came out like just before COVID became a threat.
No.
So that's why they held off on distributing it.
Oh, actually, Psyshock is special attacking.
Oh yeah, it just
There's
calculates
some
against
other
physical.
sign move, I think, that's visible.
It's Psycho Cut and Zen Headbutt.
Well, whereabouts do you live in Mexico? You don't have to be super specific, but I've never talked to anyone from Mexico before.
Yeah, I live in Guadalajara right now. Managed to scrape up enough money to buy some plots of land in Colima, which is a super small state right next to the state of Jalisco. It's like beach area. But right now I'm like in the second biggest city in Mexico.
Hold on. What's it like there? I know it's kind of bad, but
I mean, it's in a lot of ways it's fairly similar to the U.S. and in other ways it's just like, how do I put it?
like for point of reference, I'm on the east coast of Canada, so like pretty far away
Gotcha.
probably if you're close to California. Like our beaches are accessible for like are usable for nice weather for like 3 or 4 months of the year tops.
Gotcha. Oh, the beaches in Colima are pretty good year-round since the temperature doesn't fluctuate all that much. It's like roughly between 25 to 30 Celsius basically all year.
Fuck, the dream.
Yeah.
Well, actually, that's probably a little too for me.
Yeah, probably. It's such a
My preference is like
different.
a little bit below 20, I think.
Hmm. Yeah, right now in Guadalajara, it gets between like 16. It gets between like 17 and like 28. But yeah, like a lot of Mexico is basically just it's pretty similar to the U.S. except poorer, basically, more impoverished.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, Mexico in general is a fairly poor country, but it definitely has its expensive high-end places as well. But there's few and far between. It's basically like Guadalajara and
I
Mexico
assume
City.
by the sounds of it, like there's not a lot of middle class compared to like U.S. and Canada. Then, so
No.
it's probably higher, upper middle class, and then just upper class, and then just a crap ton of lower class.
Yeah. It's not a necessarily bad thing, though.
Well, depends on the quality of life.
Exactly.
My understanding, I don't know much about Mexico. My understanding of like Mexico City was like there's a big problem with carbonated drinks and like drinkable water, where Nestle and other large companies just like charge out the ass for water, and it's literally cheaper to buy the top. And like that to me is ridiculous. And like, understandably, I hear there's like a diabetes problem. It's like, with that, you're definitely gonna have a diabetes problem.
Yeah, it's definitely an issue. My dad grew up in Mexico City, and him and his family would always have Coke for breakfast. Like they have like their eggs and like their quesadillas and drink it with a Coke like first thing in the morning.
Yeah. Mind you, we're what do you call it? Brainwashed in other ways over here. Yeah. It's like milk is a healthy part of your diet. It's like it's kind of sugar water. Full of hormones. Like so many things for me got better after I stopped drinking dairy products. Like I had really bad acne and all sorts of other stuff, and it's just like, oh, skin's fine now. Just stop drinking milk.
Yeah, my mom gets the same acne issue with milk. Only place that she didn't get that issue was in South Korea and Japan.
Could be a lot of things. Could be just like hormones or lack of, or how they pasteurize the milk or something. Yeah, but here it's just like pump full hormones and keep them close together, and it's kind of a shit show. It's funny now. I used to drink a glass of milk, like not a glass of milk, but like I basically think of like my idea of how I perceive like Mexico and water, except replace the Coke and carbonated drinks with milk.
Yeah, I get you.
It's like I only drank water when I went to my grandmother's because I really liked the ice machine in the fridge.
Gotcha.
And another time I was drinking milk. Yeah, I've considered moving to the West Coast just because I hear things are more temperate there. Like here, it's a bit of extremes. Like we're in the summertime, it can be like 30s, maybe 40, with humidity and everything, on like a really bad day. But no, probably high 30s, not quite 40. But during the winter time, it's like it can be negative 20 some, negative 30 on a bad day. And that's pretty miserable.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to handle that. I get cold in California.
Well, I mean that's what it is. I mean, I grew up here, so it's like once it gets like in springtime when it's like 10, I'm like, oh my god, it's so warm. I love it. It's perfect. And then like 20 hits and it gets a little humid, and I can like once it gets to the point where I sweat and it does, and like my sweat can't evaporate, I'm just like, I hate this. It's too humid that my sweat can't evaporate, and I can get less sweaty over time.
I feel you. Okay, it's got
I think
grassy
BC
line.
good fit. So we're going against what's her face? So grassy slide. Is that good?
I think I think it does like 60 damage. Oh, I ended up getting it. I think it does like 60 damage, but it has priority if it's in grassy terrain.
Hopefully it's physical, because this boy's a physical boy.
Yeah, it's physical. I'm pretty sure.
Well, I don't know if there's a good answer on this one.
I mean, one of these ice Pokemon could have freeze dry. That's an option.
So, Glalie, I guess?
Yeah.
Doesn't Glalie have a really good ability in the newer games? Moody, right? Where he like gains 2 stats go up, 1 goes down by random.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, Moody's pretty broken.
But like otherwise, it's kind of like Silvally, where it's all its stats are perfectly balanced.
Yeah.
Oh, we didn't fuck anyone here. Oh, someone could have bombed us before me. Awkward. So have you traveled much outside of like Mexico and California?
Yeah. I think like 2013-ish. Went to Vancouver, and then went back to stay like a week or 2 in Seattle. And
Oh, sorry. What time of year did you go?
it was in the summer, so like we were able to handle it. And
Okay. I was like, oh, it would have been neat for you to see like the temperate climate there, but
yeah,
it'd be pretty hot.
Yeah, surprisingly, the entire time that we were in Seattle, it didn't rain a single day. And like the locals there were like really lucky that the time we picked to travel to Seattle, there was no rain. In 2015, spent like a month and a half in Japan.
Well, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
you must have tried their like takeout sushi or something there, right? That's probably all I'd eat.
Well, we went to a family, like a family-style sushi bar place, a sushi conveyor belt place, and also went to a standing sushi bar.
What's a standing sushi bar?
Basically, it's just a small building. You have like 2 sushi shelves behind a counter, and then you get your little cup, you get your little containers of matcha powder, and then there's hot water faucets on the counter, and then you basically just ask the chef what kind of nigiri you'd like.
Mm-hmm.
And you just sort of stand there and drink tea.
So do they have like bar stools, or is it literally just standing?
It's literally just standing. You just stand there, lean on the counter.
Interesting.
Because it's a very compact space.
I've always heard that like the sushi there is high quality and cheap because it's so competitive.
Yeah.
That to me is like a dream. Like for here, eating sushi, like real sushi is. Hold on. God, I guess.
I mean, it'd probably be better stat-wise, maybe? At least
it's just that, I guess, it is better because I can just spam crunch. Like, the other 2 attacks wouldn't be very effective.
Yeah.
Yeah, here, like, if I go to the grocery store, there's, like, 2 grocery stores that have Korean chefs that will prepare the sushi in the morning. And, like, the actual sushi that's, like, made with real fish and not artificial crab meat, it after tax, it's like $14.95 Canadian, so it's like $13.99 before tax, I think, something like that, or $12.99.
That's like roughly around the price of California sushi.
Okay. How much is California sushi though?
It's usually like around, like specialty rolls in a restaurant are anywhere between like $10 to $15.
Okay.
US.
Yeah, so that's the grocery store. If you actually want to buy sushi from a restaurant, it's like for a specialty roll, it's like minimum like $16.99 plus tax, I think.
Yeah,
Usually,
that's
it can
definitely on
easily
the
go
high end.
99 or 20, and that's Canadian. Canadian dollars like 30 cents less than the U.S. dollar, or like 20 cents or something.
Gotcha.
Unless we've done better, but I mean, ever since our oil industry in Fort McMurray, like the whole community caught fucking fire, like literally
Gotcha.
went up in smoke. The dollars suffered a lot. They've been trying to get a pipeline going for years now, and so there's a big divide between essentially the conservative people that basically just like, we want jobs, we want high-paying jobs, give us oil pipeline, and then everyone else and the Native Americans that are like, yeah, but they always spill oil, so please let's not do that.
Yeah, yeah. And here in Mexico, you can't even find decent sushi. The rice is always overcooked or isn't made with rice vinegar. And the fish is always very cheap quality. And they still charge you like California sushi prices.
Yeah. So, have you tried making your own? I dabbled the other weekend.
We have made our own. We got a rice cooker, and there's like 2 Japanese like grocery stores that we often go to. And the sushi that we make on our own is like 3 to 4 times better than anything that we can find at a restaurant here.
Man,
but it's still only
too,
like, yeah. But it's still only like half or a quarter as good as California sushi. Meanwhile, Japanese sushi is like 10 times better than California sushi, so it's a large scale.
Yeah. Oh shit! How many? Oh, we're not dead.
That's 2 kills.
Okay, we didn't die on the other ones.
Yeah.
It's 4 for the whole. 4 for the whole thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I guess we'll take. I can do one more. I'm kind of enjoying learning about Mexico. But...
Yeah, yeah. It's fun to just chat every once in a while. What do I take?
What time of day is it? I guess if you're West Coast, you're like 3 or 4 hours behind.
I'm actually Central Time, so it's about 10:30 here.
Okay. Yeah, it's 12:31 on that, but I took.
Gotcha.
This is my vacation weeks, and I'm not. I'm literally just doing nothing.
Gotcha.
Which is great. Conserve money, and then also not think about work. I like uninstalled all of the work apps from my phone, so that I can't be bothered.
Oh, I found Zygarde.
Zygarde. Why is that? Yes, I would like to note the location.
I have to delete one of the ones that I have saved, though.
Zygarde. Why can't I think of who that is? Oh, yeah, I already have Zygarde. Yeah.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah. He's cool. I wish I played more X and Y to play with him a bit. He had, like, the dog form and the person, like, Power Ranger person form.
Although the Power Ranger and dog form were only in Generation 7. In Generation 6, they just stuck him at a cave at the end of the post-game, and that's it. No story, no nothing. It's just, oh, you can go to this cave now, and it has this thing.
I don't care about Tapu Lele. Leave me alone. Yes, I would like to go on an adventure. Yes, I would like to go to Kyogre. Okay, I'm putting in a special code.
Gotcha.
888 36 All threes.
Got it. But yeah, 2015 went to Japan for about a month and a half. And then 2018 went to South Korea for a month, and then directly to Japan for a month. And then last year went to all throughout Europe for a month.
It was a very extravagant lifestyle, sir.
Yeah.
I have not left North America. I haven't left North America.
Having the time off from tax season helps.
For sure.
But,
I've been just mostly thrilled.
Yeah. Traveling as a family and business also helps, even though, I mean, it's not really business. I mean, we're self-employed, so, like, any money that we make from the business, we just all keep.
Mm-hmm.
But the trip to South Korea and Japan did leave us $40,000 in debt.
Whew.
Okay, if we go to the right, we can get
The electric type.
Yeah. So yeah, and it was only recently we were able to pay that off, I think.
40,000 a lot, and I don't know the Mexican.
Well, it's 40,000 US dollars.
Oh fuck! Yikes!
Yeah.
Well, I hope your tax business does quite well.
Yeah, hopefully. Like I'm like completely shocked and surprised that we were able to buy like a plot of land to build a house on this year after COVID. Because we had to still somehow work through COVID during tax season.
Sorry, you did or did not?
We did work. We did work through it just as remotely as we could.
Yeah. In a perfect world, it would be totally remote. Easy. Yeah. But in reality, it's like, I don't know how to work a fax or how to scan documents.
Well, we did it mostly just through email. But a lot of our clients are older Mexican immigrants. So a lot of that stuff went over a lot of their heads, and it took quite a while to get a few clients to figure out how to do everything online and convince them that it's safe, because they're sending their personal information.
Yeah. I remember back when the internet was still young, it's like putting a credit card on the internet was a very scary thought.
Yeah.
Trying to get a RuneScape membership, and it's like, nope, not happening.
Yeah.
Now it's like Amazon, baby.
Yeah. Yes. Now you can like link add up Amazon product on your phone, and it'll recognize your face, and that your blink meant that you wanted to spend $500 on.
Yep.
Whatever.
Like they literally sold those Tide buttons, right?
The what?
They Amazon sold these like physical buttons that were just branded. So like a common one was like for Tide detergent. So you would just have this Tide button, and you would click it, and you could have it for a couple different brands.
And they would just order the detergent for you?
It would just work with, I think, your Amazon Echo, and just order it, like, immediately.
That's pretty crazy, but also kind of genius at the same time.
I think they ended up updating it so that, like, it just adds it to your shopping cart or something, but...
Got it.
I'm pretty sure you can just tell it to buy right away.
Why? Okay,
yeah.
AI. Just
They don't think ahead. They're just like, ooh, cool Pokemon. Take them. Is that a Feebas? Please don't be a Feebas.
This one?
It could be a Basculin. It just looks like a fish. Like a very simple fish. Oh my god, yes, you're right.
Yeah.
I just saw the fish. I totally forgot it was electric.
Yeah.
The Lantern's actually really good. Like, it has
Mhm.
really good abilities, and the stats are decent.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm like totally blown away that we're able to buy like a really big plot of land actually to build a house, and it's also in a gated community. I think it's like a new startup, so they were selling it for like super cheap.
Is gated community like sought after there? I know it is like in South Africa. It's like a big thing to have gated communities.
It's not necessary for safety, but it definitely helps. It's not like a huge deal though. It's just like, oh, if you're doing, fairly well off, you should probably.
Yeah. So it's comparable to the U.S. Then it's just like, well,
Yeah.
if you're rich, you'll go into a gated community because
Yeah.
you don't want, like, especially if you're a celebrity, you don't want random.
Mm-hmm.
Around.
Unfortunately, I did have a doctor in the family, an uncle. He was fairly popular, and he was like starting to like tutor music, and he was like selling books, and unfortunately, he was murdered. His house got broken into, and he was murdered. Yeah.
Because of who he was, or because people knew of him and they tried to rob him and it was out.
I think it's because of they just knew how much money he had, so they tried to rob him. I think, and he was there.
Yeah. Well, that sucks, man.
Yeah.
Jeez.
It's quite a while ago, like over 10 years, I think now. But yeah, he also didn't live in a very good neighborhood, but his house didn't look fancy on the outside. But he had like a grand piano upstairs and like the whole closet for homeopathic medicine.
Good luck trying to steal a grand piano.
Yeah, Mexico's just not too wealthy country, so if you do have wealth, you tend to want to keep that secret or live someplace safer than usual.
Gotcha.
Since people are just trying to get by.
Yeah, it's very unfortunate.
Mm-hmm. Oh, no one's actually decided to take it, so I will take it. I was kind of hoping like maybe the two fire types maybe would have wanted to trade, but
this will be interesting to hear from someone from Mexico. What's the status quo with the government and the not the mob, the gang,
the cartels?
The cartels. Yes, thank you.
I don't actually know all that much about Mexico's political situation. But I do know that the general consensus is that, yeah, we know the government's corrupt, and they're kind of working with the cartels in a way. But on the other hand, a lot of the cartels are also improving certain areas of Mexico. Since the cartels bring in all the money, they sometimes put that money back into different communities that they're from. So like their family or like their neighbors do well or do better. And
It's not terribly uncommon. I mean,
yeah.
It's good to spread the wealth around.
Mm-hmm. And the cartels tend to stay away from harming civilians. Like there was an issue
Well, I've heard
going
it's
around.
like during the COVID-19 thing, the government was I don't remember his title, Prime Minister or President of Mexico, said some pretty dumb shit about like COVID, and I heard that some of the cartels were literally like had like a curfew and were enforcing the rule in some communities for wearing a mask.
Yeah.
I was like, okay. Because that was kind of my consensus before, or what I believed before was like, from what I hear, it's like the cartels seem to have the majority of the power as opposed to the government.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. Also, sorry for not seeing your message earlier, Pokemon fan guy. Pokemon Go fan guy. Just in a call and also in the middle of a conversation. My bad. But yeah, I mean, there's like an issue, I think, with like I always forget his name. The big famous cartel guy.
Oh, Pablo Escobar.
Yeah, where like they where like some either a rival cartel or the government detained or trying to find basically captured his son, and there was like a big fight going on. I think it was the government that they detained the son, and like the cartel was getting ready to go into a big fight against police officers, and like in the town that it was going on, cartel members were going around to like different businesses and like throughout the neighborhoods. It's being like, hey, we're gonna start something against the police. Everyone hide, find shelter, get to someplace safe, because things are gonna get messy most likely the next couple of
that's crazy
minutes. Yeah,
it's like you trust the cartel more than like the cops and the government.
Yeah.
That's so
for a lot of people,
dystopian.
that's how it is.
That's kind of dystopian, man. That's like DC Comics level stuff going on.
Yeah, because a lot of the smaller areas, it's like, okay, they're sitting there in poverty, struggling to feed their families, and like the cartel gives back money for like schools and stuff in those areas, and meanwhile their government isn't doing anything for them because a lot of the government is just corrupt in Mexico.
Doesn't help that your big brother like just loves to exploit you. It's like the CIA is absurdly corrupt, and I'm sure they work directly with the cartels at like a pretty high level. And of course, they're doing their own opium stuff over.
Yep, and that's fueling a lot of violence in Mexico as well.
So like, yep, we love illegal money because then it never goes on the books, and we can spend it however the fuck we want.
Yeah.
It also creates a problem for us to try and solve.
The cartel supplies drugs to the U.S., and then the U.S. supplies Mexico with guns.
Interesting.
So the addict problems stay on the U.S. and the violence problems stay in Mexico.
Well, I'm not in the U.S. The election's tomorrow.
Yeah. I already mailed in my ballot.
Oh, you're able to vote?
Yeah.
You dual citizenship?
Yep.
Fog. Are you open to say who you voted for?
To be honest, I just said, because we do tax preparation, there's the extension deadline is in October, and only my dad went because, travel restrictions and trying to stay safe. So, Mom told me, it's like, oh, your dad has our voting ballots. Do you want to see it, or do you want to just fill it out the same as mine? And I just told her to fill it out the same as hers, since we have basically the same political views.
Delete them all. I don't want them know.
Yeah. It's just do whatever. It's like, I trust my mom enough. Just do whatever you feel is right.
Yeah. Well, I imagine if that was the case, it's probably Biden. Trump has never said a good thing about Mexicans other than they're not sending their best. They're sending, something in rapists, murders and rapists. Although I'm sure some of them are good too. And it's like, you're saying that like murders and rapists, but some of them are good. Are you like, the way he words it, like you're implying most of them, like only the minority of them are good people? God damn.
Yeah. No.
It's like, what is the fucking dumbass?
Yeah.
Like, he's either a dumbass for believing that, or the more likely thing is that he's a total dumbass for not like wording that very well at all and being so rash.
I mean, either way, it doesn't really matter to me. Unfortunately, my grandfather on my mom's side is very Republican brainwashed, so he ended up voting for Trump, even though his wife is Mexican, even though his daughter is Mexican, even though two of his three son-in-laws are Mexican. Like,
Yeah.
my grandpa on my mom's side is full American. He married a Mexican woman with Italian ancestry. My mom was born in Mexico. Her other two sisters and my uncle weren't. They were born in the U.S. But still, one of his daughters married into a Mexican family, and so did her Mexican daughter.
This Charmeleon so troll using Dragon Rage against a Dynamax Kyogre.
Yeah.
It's like you're doing so little. Or maybe that's a good move because it's raining.
Yeah, that's a good point. Also using Endure to survive. Okay, there goes...
We have one more KO, I think.
Yeah.
Because I don't think we lost any power to this.
Yeah, I don't think so. It's very easy to lose track, though.
Oh yeah, because
we're just chatting.
It takes so long to do anything in this.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god, that... Ooh. Okay, we're good. You have Lantern, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I haven't been paying attention to how much you do, but hopefully you can KO him. I
It
doubt
should
he
be
can
enough.
one-shot you, though.
Yeah, no, definitely not. I'm pretty sure I have Water Absorb. Or maybe not. I do have some damage on me.
Come on, cheer!
Oh. Almost.
Hmm. Okay, there's one attack. Does he get 3 attacks? I'm not entirely sure how it works. Okay, that's 2.
I think it depends on the Pokemon and what attacks they use. Oh, okay.
Oh my god! Kidding me.
Ah.
I think why was he being healed? Was it my attack, my powered up attack that started healing everybody?
It was grassy terrain, yeah.
That's such a pretty crap thing about grass
Mm-hmm.
maxing, especially in this context where it's like you only have so many turns.
Yeah.
Well, dang! I wish I caught that lane turn. Rip. Oh well. I guess I get some rocks.
Yeah, that's good at least.
Alright, well,
Jeez.
it's like 1 o'clock here. I'm probably get a piece.
Gotcha, sounds good. I should probably end my stream as well.
Alright, see you later, dude.
See ya. It's good times. Okay, so probably end the stream in a little bit. So far, my first impressions are the raids are a lot of fun, but it also could just be a factor that I'm doing it with friends. So far, story-wise, it's all right. Although, I mean, it's a Pokemon story. It hasn't been all that. How do I put this? Hasn't been all that not meaningful. Meaningful is not the word I want to say. Not immersive either, but it's very similar to that. Pokemon story hasn't been that intriguing, I guess, for a while. But I mean, it's always good to have more Pokemon in the game. I do really enjoy exploring and filling out the Pokedex. Glad that the Reggies have puzzles again. Even if they're fairly simple, it's fine. So far, I'm enjoying it. I think the max race is going to be like the bulk of the enjoyment about this DLC. But yeah. So I think I'll just try the shiny hunt Registeel off stream, or just do that in Sword. Although I would have to basically play through all of Sword to competently try to shiny hunt this. So no, I'm definitely just gonna shiny hunt this off stream. Maybe record a video of my reaction and put it on my YouTube. Okay, I can't just do this. I don't know why I was closing out of the game last time. I completely forgot about that. But yeah, might stream Persona 3 next time. Might stream something with friends next time. Probably going to be more Pokemon. Maybe I might even be able to organize like a Pokemon free-for-all. But yeah, with that, I think that's going to be the end of the stream. I'm glad to be back in the swing of this and feeling okay again. Thank you for everyone that stopped by. Hopefully I catch you guys all later on another stream. Thanks again.